Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the tangle Pangea from Zentangle. Now, this has a little bit of an interesting story, and you know what? I'll share that in a little bit. First, we'll look at the tangle aspect of it. All right, this starts off with just a shape. So however you want that shape to be, that's how it'll be. All right, then pick a side. And let's see, I'm going to pick this side right here. And am I? Yes, no, I'm going to pick this side right here. All right, and then we're going to aura it. And if you don't know, to aura is just to outline. And for this, we're going to outline the contour. So you pick a distance, as I did here, and then just follow it. Okay. Then, pick either side, and you're going to make another shape. Again, however you want. Then, let's see, I'm going to pick these two sides. So, for instance, so like this one, I picked this entire side. But something else neat to do with this is to, maybe about the same size, but go over, two sides. So I'm going to go over this gap here. So same idea. I'm just going to pick a distance and where I want to start and aura that part. Then drawing another shape. Okay. And so you can just continue this until your space is full. And what's fun about this is you get to decide how you want to do this exactly. And and your shapes and everything. I also love that it really is a wonderful example of the there's no such thing as a mistake in Zentangle, especially something like this, because it's just whatever you end up doing. So there's no right, there's no wrong. I guess our only challenge with that is, sometimes we have something set in our mind that we want to see. Well, actually, I'm going to order more of this one here. Yeah, there we go. And we have something set in our mind of how we want something to look. And then sometimes, when that doesn't happen exactly right, then that's, sometimes frustrating. But that's something that we can always work towards. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I think I'm going to do this last one. We're going to just go big like that. Okay. And well, heck, I have them all about even here. So let's just do another small one to just kind of fill up this space. It was just looking a little naked over there. All right. Then all right, so this is essentially it as far as the tangle part goes. Now, and what you can do with it is, if you want to shade in any of the areas, then you certainly could. I saw some wonderful things. So if you happen to be on our live class, we utilize this as well as the Tangle Mirth, and as you can see, we have the shape. So two things you can do. One is you could just, if you want to, fill these in with shading, that's fine. If you want to fill them in with tangles, it doesn't have to just be this mirth. It can be whatever you want to do, or some combination thereof. That is completely up to you. Some of the things that I saw that were neat on our online class was, because we kind of did both of these, is some people maybe colored in the outside, so in between the spaces. Orbs I saw, like in between. It's all up to your creativity and what you think you want to do. So let me so with this, with saying that you can fill this in with a bunch of tangles, I'm going to give a couple ideas, and if you want to see mirth, then you could take a look at yesterday's video or just do a search on the channel and you will find it. But I'm going to put just some other ideas as well as some shading. Now, when we use this as a structure, maybe you've heard the term reticula kind of bounced around the Zentangle realm. Reticula. So let me grab this and read this to you. All right. So this is from Rick and Maria's book Zentangle Primer #1 or Volume 1. I'm hoping they come up with a Volume 2 as well. But the Volume 1 is amazing. So they were looking for, or here was the original thought, was actually, no, I'm not going to read that. I'm not going to read that because I want to make this a quickie, not a longie. All right. Let me give it to you in a nutshell as I do some filling in. You have to just love my changing my mind while I'm doing something, because I do like to have these be one take. That way it's kind of like you're getting a real deal type of thing. So I'm going to pick one. I'm going to put in the Tangle Oysteroid because that one was a fun one. Let's put that one. Oh, let's put that one in the corner. And so you can, I'm using ones that I know I have done a video on, so you can look those up. But anyway, so in search of a name for structures that that are not just a regular grid, reticulum is basically when I looked up the Webster dictionary, it was like a net like structure, so containing things. So they were looking for a word that would describe other types of structures. Because when you think of a grid, you think of like a square grid, like a checkerboard, and So anyway, so that's how they came up with that word. I'm thinking I'm going to probably end up doing a class as I'm kind of delving a little bit more into that. There's oysteroid. Then let's just see. We could also add in some flux. We got to have some flux in here. And I'm just gonna do a couple tangles, and this will give you an idea of what you can do, because you can put anything you want in here. I'm gonna do big flux. Okay. But anyway, so they were looking for that name, and it's super interesting. And so I think I might just do a class on that at some point as I'm delving into it. But just knowing that there's a lot of tangles that can be turned into structures by which you put in other tangles. And so we just came up with the name Reticula. And and this also came from it was a question on my Tangle Addicts community Facebook group, and I'm like, you know what? It is kind of confusing because we did both of these tangles at the same time because they fit together, and they were something that came about from a Certified Zentangle Teacher reunion that we call Zen Again. And so they released the information to the CZT community. And so I thought, well, I've been seeing a lot of people doing these, so we need to do it on our tangle time. And so we had a lot of fun, but we did both tangles because they do fit together so well. But if you weren't on the class, then it was just like, okay, and you're new to Zentangle, it was a little confusing. So I thought, well, I'm going to make sure to do this one as a separate tangle, because you could just, fill in spaces, and they don't honestly have to be, they can be whatever size you want as well. And with that said, there was a tangle, I have to go back and look at it, because I think it seemed like the shapes were a little more structured, and it was Vache, V-A-C-H-E. I think it was Vache 1 was the actual name of the tangle. And but and that one you could, of course, could decorate however you wanted to. It seemed like on the step outs, it seemed like she had straight lines. Anyway, no, I think there was more of a structure to the more steps in the tangle than this, which is just, hey, draw some shapes and look at, you have a really neat reticula here, so that way you can then add in whatever it is that you might want. So this gives you some ideas, and saying if you like doing this, of course, now I'm looking for, let's see. Oh, no, that's not it. I have to add a little swoosh mark. There we go. Well, that's too thin. Anyway, as I'm searching for stuff, I think you get the idea. It's really super fun, super easy, and can add a really neat extra flair to to a space that you're adding into a tangle. If you don't know what to do, that you might not know what to do with. So just add some shapes or it, and then do whatever you want within them. So much fun. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like the video, would love to have a thumbs up, a like, share it. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, would love to have you as a subscriber. Subscribing to the channel, the YouTube channel, is free, of course. And make sure to hit the notification bell that's next to that button, so that way you can determine how you want to be notified, if you want to be notified at all. In the description section, I will have this step out, and let's see, other information. And because this was just released to Certified Zentangle Teachers, I don't have anything for more inspiration except for yeah, that's all I have. I might add something a little bit later as I get some things posted, say from our the class that we had, and that would just be with mirth, because we didn't really focus on this. This is a little poke leaf. Got to add some poke leaf in here, just because it's fun. Anyway, I will continue tangling this, and then I will post the result on the cover photo that you've already seen. So this is just the beginning of it. All right. Thanks so much for watching again. And I wish you lots of happy tangling.